What a night we expect it to be. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. This is George St. George Groves. This London, England native always brings the pain. He's a former super middleweight world champion and still believes he can get back on top.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a four-division.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
Expectation. They ring the bell, and here we go. Swing and a miss with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Another scoring shot there. He threw a punch and just got countered. Pretty close fight here in this round. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Quick punch scores. Nice counter shot. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Continues to touch him up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the club.
And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
You'd like to see more jabs. Oh, that punch. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. I don't think it's gonna be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch, this may do it. It's all coming to an end.
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's staggered. Does he know?
And they're down just when you thought it couldn't get any worse.
Oh, what? What a shot. What? Oh, my goodness.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Just missed with that hook. And he scores with the counter. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you got fighters at these weight divisions, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
Swing and a miss with that jab. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He threw a punch and just got countered. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Has to be careful for that receipt, it's always coming. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. Good punch.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the
Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? And he is forcing him to take a knee.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
7, 8.
Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Every time, the building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here?
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his legs away.
Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, and we may see an early stoppage here.
He's dazed. Where shall he look? What should he do? Should he...
So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety and future here, doesn't he, Johnny? Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Well done with that counter shot. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
They ring the bell, and here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. No rest for the weary. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want, because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter punch caught him clean. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell sometimes...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. They miss with the jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Oh, and this is really going to rub them the wrong way. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. They ring the bell, and here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin, a pickpocket.
That jab doesn't score. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punch. never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble.
Oh!
So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw the hook, didn't land. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab, be smart.
Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.